Spencer Suderman here, pilot of the Meteor Pitts Air Show High Performance Biplane. I'm here to share with you my tech tips for mounting the Drift Innovation HD 170 point of view camera on my airplane during flights that I pull up to 6 Gs and have speeds in excess of 200 miles per hour. The Drift HD 170 is a new camera just on the market this summer in 2010. It can shoot 1080p at 127-degree field of view, but most exciting is it can shoot 170-degree field of view using 720p, and that's just awesome. Take a look. Attaching the Drift HD 170 camera to the airplane is a simple matter of using appropriate ram mount mounting accessories. Here we're going to attach it to the eye strut for the fuselage POV, but first we liberally wrap the eye strut in tape to protect the airplane. I'm just using regular old red electrical tape available from any home improvement store. We get a stainless steel hose clamp, also wrapped in tape to protect the airplane. Put it around the eye strut. Put the ram mount, U-shaped mount on the airplane. And get the worm drive clamp started by hand. And then use a screwdriver to finish it off. Once it's tight, the mount's in position. That's not going anywhere. We then attach to the Drift camera's 1/4-20 thread the ram mount camera plate. Give it a little tightening. Use the ram mount short arm. Simply put the camera in, tighten it up. All that's left to do now is look in the Drift's viewfinder and line up the shot. Shooting video of a passenger in the front seat or just yourself in the back seat when the plane's empty is easy if you simply mount the camera on the cabane strut. We've wrapped the cabane strut in electrical tape to protect it. We then put the hose clamp around the cabane strut and then attach the ram mount U-mount to the front of the cabane with the hose clamp around it. Notice the ball's slightly forward, and then we tighten up the hose clamp. Notice there's rubber around the hose clamp to further protect the airplane. Once the ram U-mount is in place, again we have our Drift camera already connected to the ram mount camera plate. We take the ram mount short arm, place it on the ball, attach the Drift camera, and then adjust it. Once we get a rough idea, we can rotate the lens to get it level, and then I can look in the viewfinder here and line up the shot. Another point of view I really like is mounting the camera here above the top wing. Gets a great point of view looking over the top of the canopy towards the tail, no reflections from inside the canopy. Again, it all starts, just like everything else, by wrapping electrical tape around the cabane strut, where we're going to attach the ram mount U-shaped mount to protect the cabane paint. After the tape is applied, we attach the ram U-mount with hose clamp, although this time the U-mount ball goes towards the back of the airplane. Let's see why in a second. Then we tighten with a screwdriver. These stainless steel clamps come with the ram U-mount along with this rubber protection piece, but if you need longer ones, like when we put it on the eye strut, you can get those at Home Depot. or any other home store like Lowe's. Just make sure you use the stainless type, not the steel type. That's good and rigid. We then have some of these ram mount extensions which connect to the ball and can be rotated up and positioned in place right here. Get your rough positioning done, tighten your ram mounts to hold it, and then get some zip ties for safety. Notice there's a piece of rubber in here to protect the airplane. Into the rear wooden bow of the airplane's upper wing, and just get these kind of loose. This is an extra bit of safety. I used to. Just in case one breaks. Never had it happen, but you never know. Once you've got the rough positioning going on, we insert the drift camera already on the camera mount, the RAM camera plate. Have to loosen this enough to get it in there. Then we'll be able to rotate the lens while looking in the viewfinder to get the final positioning. Tighten your zip ties, clip off the ends, you're done.